For this question, I will discuss how it would be produced and distributed. And would my magazine be the product of a multinational conglomerate such as Bauer or IPC, or would it be distributed by an independent publisher? And also if the magazine would be sold locally or nationally. And what would be the advantages and disadvantages of each option. In order to stand out in the competitive magazine industry, my product needs to be unique to other products on the market, yet relevant enough to encourage consumption from my target demographic. Taking this into consideration, I will produce my magazine through a multinational conglomerate such as Bauer or IPC. With Bauer in particular being one of the biggest publishing houses in Europe, this company already has an established name in the music magazine industry. Therefore, my magazine would be the product of a multinational conglomerate rather than being distributed by an independent publisher. My magazine would be sold nationally due to the decision behind the magazine's producer and distributor of a multinational conglomerate. I would sell it nationally in order to get a larger sample of feedback of people around the country, which would be reviewed before taking the magazine internationally. By selling the magazine nationally, this would be a trial in order to expand the magazine later on, as by distributing it through Bauer, it would be easy to promote to existing contacts within the music industry, and a large amount of funding to publicise the magazine. Also, by selling my magazine nationally, my media product would be more diverse, as it would be sold in different parts of the country, involving the reader more by including local unsigned acts and their favourite established acts from their area. Moreover, by selling it all over the UK, this would increase consumption, as it would be accessible to everybody in the target demographic. Through this, feedback would be more detailed, which would be vital in order to take the magazine to an international level, taking all readers into consideration in order to represent the target demographic correctly through my media product. By going through a multinational conglomerate such as Bauer when creating my magazine, the main advantage to my choice would be the funding available to publicise my magazine, with this specific company being an existing and well established and with sufficient evidence of experience of producing magazines. This indicates my magazine would stand more of a chance of standing out. As being part of a multinational conglomerate, Bauer have more money to invest in advertising, having more money to publicise the product through posters, advertisements and others. My magazine would become more mainstream and associated as part of a brand, with a strong reputation due to Bauer's international success. Another advantage to a media multinational conglomerate such as Bauer is that this company in particular owns radio stations. Therefore, this would lead to an even more promotional work for the magazine. This, through competitions, could be announced on air, reaching a larger audience and informing new readers of the magazine and what it entails. As a result of this, it could lead to a higher demand of consumption as it reaches a wider readership audience. Being part of a multinational conglomerate, more money can be spent on the magazine itself, launching bigger competitions to entice readers and also to get interviews with the most popular international acts around. Furthermore, with an extensive amount of funding to promote the magazine in the initial stages of its distribution, a multinational conglomerate such as Bauer could afford to produce the magazine as a free copy alongside existing magazines such as Kerrang, who Bauer makes. This way, readers get a free insight into a new magazine offering more information on the subgenre of indie rock. By this, it will encourage the target demographic to buy later issues of the magazine due to reading a free copy. This is an advantage of a multinational conglomerate, as the company can afford to publish the first issue free in order to gain a wider readership. By selling the magazine through an existing well-established and favoured weekly magazine such as Kerrang. By selling it with another Bauer-created magazine, this will add credibility to the magazine, indicating to the reader that it was the creators of Bauer who put together the media, leading to the target demographic under the influence that it was produced by a company with a strong reputation due to Kerrang's popularity and success. However, if my product were to be produced by an independent publisher, as a magazine, initial issues would have to be priced low in order to gain readers, as due to a lack of funding, an independent publisher would not be able to afford to produce the magazine as a free copy. With my decision of producing my media product through a multinational conglomerate, there are disadvantages as well as advantages. One downside to being part of a large conglomerate is that it would be hard to compete internally within the company. If I choose Bauer for example, it would be difficult to stand out from popular and already existing magazines such as Kerrang, Mojo and Q, which are part of the Bauer conglomerate. Due to their establishment in the industry, this can be seen as a disadvantage, as it would be difficult to convert existing audiences of Kerrang, for example, to buy an unknown magazine. Another disadvantage by producing my product through a multinational conglomerate is that there is a lack of freedom to experiment with the product. As part of a large international company, there may be restrictions and rules which could have negative impacts on the success of the magazine. With this amount of control, it would be hard to go in a certain artistic direction without consulting directors of the company, as it would be their decision if to change a certain aspect of the magazine, which could lead to some improvements of the magazine being delayed, and in some cases not having a say in the outcome of the magazine itself.